Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
My voice clear or not, everyone? How are you this afternoon? Sleepy, full, excited? As usual. Just slept. Wow, so nice. I wish, but can't. Can hear as usual. How about other students? Everyone feel good today? This is week two Thursday. Tomorrow will be week two Friday. Time flies so fast. Sleepy, yes, Daniel, I agree with you. Afternoon time, after full lunch, feel sleepy. Yeah, Corn also sleepy. Exercise lah, Corn. Keep you awake. Today, here. Today, you need calculator. Go and get your calculator. If you are ready with your calculator, raise your hand. Just beside you, calculator, isn't it? 13, 14, still one more student. Not ready yet. We have 15 here, but hand only shown 14. Who else not in yet? Let me look at the list here. How come become 13 now? Happy eating food. Yeah. Yeah, she'll go and get some snack, right? You can, but I can't, right? Lecture, sambil makan, sambil lecture a bit. Cannot. 13, 14, 15. Where is the two student? Let me look at the list here. Solomon. Hiya. Solomon and also you are testing me, testing my memory. Who is the one more? Solomon, and then another one here, Nathan, here. Kelvin, Russell, Daniel. Who else? One more student. Huh? Put in the chat. Elvin, yeah, Elvin. Could be Elvin fall asleep already, Elvin. Wake up, Elvin. Oh, I have two devices. Change layout. You have two devices here. Then, where are you? Both also didn't raise hands. Elvin, you make me awake suddenly. Now. Yeah, we saw your hand. Oh, I will not yet raise hand. All right, not work. Don't know why. My home. Right, no problem, no worry. As long as you are here, the raise hand function. Today, finish chapter 2. Our topic today important. All right, Ivan, noted, Ivan. Important because the topic we are going to cover later on start with correction active. This is popular question always being asked in the final exam. Why? Because there are many things can be asked. There are many, no matter what kind of scenario, sure can come out questions from here. Ask you suggest which is the best way to solve with the current situation or difficulty in the project. So this is a popular question. Everyone has to focus. After that, after this, we will do a little bit on calculation. I believe all of you happy with calculation. No need squish your head too much. Only a little bit. And the calculation question is in your tutorial 2 question number 4 is about all these things. Later I will explain. After that, we will look at the software model. Now, I want to ask, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6, which one have you learned last time? Give me a number in the chat box. If all 6, then you type, then okay, I can skip this part, right? 5, Kelvin, which one you miss? Then I'm curious. Component, the last one I don't remember. Component. Oh, then I can skip this 5, right? Can I? Yes. First 5. So you are sure, you sure means you are. Let me show here. Ian say, no, not this one. Ian say, where are you? This now? Oh, hang on. Before I forgot. Last one, not remember the component. And then, just now I saw the message. Oh, the first 5 is covered, I'm sure. You sure you're not fall asleep in the class, right? That's why all are covered except number 6. Very sure. Can, CP. Can skip. Or maybe I just briefly explain 1, 2 line like this. Now I baru see the diagram. Which diagram? Baru see the diagram. This one, diagram. Which diagram? Baru see the diagram. Malaysian English. Which one? Which diagram, Ian? You mean all this diagram? Never seen all this diagram before? Only the name only ever hear the name?
No, I don't remember the last diagram, the CPSE. Now I remember already.
Yeah, the component.
Yeah.
Component, this is not tough. This is not tough. Later I explain. All right, so basically today only three topics. So we start with corrective action. HG. Yeah, a long way to go. Here. Slide big enough? Can, okay, project manager needs to monitor the progress. Big. Fit. Zoom to page. Zoom to height. Like this. Let me check the screen. Can, enough already, no need to big. Thank you, Elwin. Thank you, your feedback in the chat box. So project manager need to monitor to make sure everything on track. We plan, but not necessarily works will happen according to what we plan. Always uncertainties. Do you agree? Always with, yes, someone turn on microphone.
Oh, nothing.
Yes, agree. Thank you, your feedback. Always full with uncertainty. You are planning that you have some expertise, but somehow this expert not feeling well, has to stop working. Then we have to think as a project manager, we have to be always standby, deal with a lot of different um, risks, uncertainty, and how to deal with it. There are many actions. Later, we will go through one by one. So these corrective actions, the main purpose, the intention here is to bring back the project performance. Not say bring back, make sure everything are online, align with the project baseline. Okay? If one of the experts suddenly, like I mentioned, fall sick or resign, then everything will be disturbed. So as a project manager, you need to propose. What do you think? Let's say I have a question here. So every one of you think of the solution. Don't look at the next slide yet. Don't look at next slide yet. If let's say your team member, one of the experts, one of the senior resign, how are you going to solve? What will you do if you are project manager? Give me your answer in the chat box. Type me your answer in the chat box. How are you going to deal with it if one of the senior requests replacement from higher up? From higher up. What do you mean from higher up? What means that from higher up? Owner or management. So you mean ask one of the management people go to replace? Or you ask opinion from a human resource manager who can replace the work. You need find someone to replace the expert higher position. So this someone, okay, these are skills, skill, experience. We can find a person with similar background, but experience, skill, that one could be different. So when looking for someone, they need time. When you're looking for someone, you also have to take the risk. Not necessarily this new person, another expert could help. Why? First, the skill not necessarily match. Second, all the communication have to start from zero, because the one who resigned know all the process, and you all has plenty of meeting before. This new person join with you might need some time to understand their working style. So another challenges also. Brief the handover task to someone. Yeah, sounds so, straightforward solution. I have to think in terms of, will it be tracking your time? Will it be affect overall quality? If you hire someone, the payment, will it the same? Do you need to pay extra? And so on. Okay, come back to our slide here. Okay, more is more than monitoring and finding. Yeah? So control, the meaning here, more than not only monitoring, but also we need to solve problem solving skills as a leader, as a project manager. So next one, there are how many here? Yesterday we counted how many corrective actions listed. See who is the fastest. How many actions here? 14. Yes, there are total 14th way to help to improve the current situation, to solve the current problem. Different action might apply to different situation or condition. So we look at next one. First, adding more staff. Okay. If not enough staff, not enough people, not enough resources, at the beginning of the project, we might not know because you haven't started your work yet, but slowly you found that, cannot. Expertise, yes, we have, but too many subtasks need to be worked concurrently and not enough staff. So usually what will be our suggestion is just hire more staff. Right? Hire more staff. That's easier. Hire more staff. But when you're adding more staff, we have to think one of the possibility when behind schedule. So means when you add more staff, you need to train them. Right? You need to communicate with them. You need to train them. Started step 1, 2, 3, and again. You are now already in activity number 10. But when you hire new staff, you need to train them. You need to, the time that required for them to be perform well on the task number 10 could be need more time. So it will cost schedule behind schedule, cannot complete on time. If the work can be partitioned, of course, good, but if cannot, then that will be the consequences. You need to consider how much time catch up by the new person, what is the speed, working speed, and you need to communicate with them. All this you need to understand. You might need all this as your justification. Okay, I repeat, when you suggest this to the when you suggest this to the current situation, you need to justify. So here, your justification, you need to make sure this will not happen. This one can continue and especially cannot affect overall productivity. So sometimes when we make this suggestion, we have to be careful on this. Adding more staff could be delay your tasks. Everyone clear on this? So we always refer, when we look at when we managing a project, we have 3, right? One, we will look at the cost. Will it be affect overall cost? Will it be within the cost? Will it be over budget? Second, we will look at the time. Is it still within schedule? If we hire new person, based on the performance, will it be behind schedule or within schedule? And then the other one, will it affect the overall quality? So these 3 things. Take note of these 3. Next, we look at number B, adding different skills. So what is this about? Alternative to adding more staff. Instead of adding a new staff, consider adding people with different or greater skill. Yes, of course, we know hire someone with better skill. But with better skill, that means they are a group of people who has experience, right? Knowledgeable people. When this group of people, they are good, they are experienced, when you hire them, then you also have to consider communications. They have more experience than you. When you suggest to them you have to do this, this, and this, they might not be agree since they have more experience. We also have to consider that aspect. If lack experience also cannot. too much experience also you have to take notes. Right? They are no, I mean, they don't have 100% perfect solution. We have to consider pros and cons. Reassign tasks without the need of adding new staff or skilled staff may get better productivity or better quality work by switching tasks. So at the beginning of the project, you might assign member A do activity A, member B do activity B. Slowly you found that, hey, their strength the other way around. So you switch them. Yeah, you switch them with their better, with what's their skills. You can only see when they start doing their work. At the beginning, cannot see. Different people with different strength, yeah. Some with analytical skills, some with creativity, some with leadership skills. So as a project manager, should make use and understand everyone's characteristics and assign according to their strength. That's a task of project manager. Next one. Increase individual supervision. If the team member is those always need someone to remind, then as project manager, you might increase supervision. Always check the progress. Always has a meeting. See them every day. Make sure they are doing their work. Problem with the work of members are known only when they deliver products. So in the progress, we don't see. Seems like they are busy here and there, but there is action only. We don't see the outcome. The product haven't produced yet. We don't see that. So this can only be identified towards the end of each stage or each phase. So partition tasks. So all the activity good to be make it in a smaller component so that not say component. We use deliverables, mean the outcome. Yeah? So when in smaller deliverables, you can keep on monitor whether they have this or not. Instead of you check it few months later, now you make the task size smaller. So every 2 weeks, you have to meet them, see how's their deliverables. Enable inexperienced, less confidence to obtain guidance. Yeah, this corrective action is good. Yeah, this is good for those members which is inexperienced. They have no experience. Definitely, they feel happy. They are happy and looking forward, could be happy and looking forward the meeting or monitoring so that they know will they doing in the right track or not. And then another one for less confident staff. Yes. Okay, keep on monitoring, supervise them, give them a feedback. They are more than happy. Next one, we look at decreasing individual supervision. There's a time that we need to increase supervision. There's a time that we need to decrease. Right? Cannot be always increase. We have to see who are the team member. Some situation, some people they don't like. Yeah, some team member they don't like always being asked their progress. Who? What do you think? Which group of people or which group of team members that doesn't like to be always supervised or monitor or being asked progress? What do you think? Yes, Elwin, definitely experienced worker. They know what they are doing. Yeah, don't teach them, hey, Mr. Doctor or what. Today you have to do this. Tomorrow you have to do this. Today after tomorrow you must do this. Experienced worker, they don't like. Yeah, they don't like this kind of supervision. They have a lot of experience. The more you supervise them, what happen? Yeah, if you keep on supervise them, what happen? What happen? If you are you have experience enough to do project, moral drop, yes, might affect their personal interest. Something like the manager didn't trust them. Yeah, something like the manager didn't trust them. If you are doing your work but not being appreciated and not being trusted, you will lose interest. And at the same time might affect your performance, might affect the quality. Giving individual responsibility and increase job interest and motivate for larger deliverables. So for experienced staff, instead of increasing supervision, what do you think? How to motivate them? Experienced staff, we cannot use this. Yeah, we cannot use supervision. Then how? Then how to motivate them? What do you think? Let's say your project required 24 months, 24 months project. So halfway, roughly about 10 months experience, staff feel exhausted, tiring with the progress is a long durations, feel demotivated, tired. Then how to, as a project manager, how will you going to solve the problem? Everybody looks like no energy, no mood, uh, didn't show their enthusiasm. Then how are we going to solve? Russell? Russell, how? Spend, wow. Spend dinner, yes, one of the method. Following is one of the corrective action actually. So nice if Shark is a project manager. Every day no mood, then every day spend dinner, Shark. So good, this project manager. Okay, next one. We look at next corrective action, improve method of working. Beside the work itself, need to consider suitability of methods. Okay, can it be like some of the requirements, mutually exclusive requirement? Does it possible to make it works concurrently or work parallelly? Improve the working methods, change. Example here, they are using, what is it? Fourth generation language, obtain user interface requirement. They are using another approach. They are using another methods. Next one, streamline the process. Some tasks like quality control may be too bureaucratic, too rigid, terlampau, too much time required, time consuming. So streamline by removing unnecessary activity using standard form and process. So quality control, if you refer lecture number 1, they have a lot of step and sub conditions. Those unnecessary and not too not a must, yeah, to be used or to be applied, then you just take it out. Streamline the process. Changing resource priority. Access to some important resources may be limited. Need to negotiate for better access or find alternative. Examine project critical path to relocate the priority of access. So these resources, let's say your staff, your staff currently is not only working with you. I mean, they are not only doing project A. They are also involved in project B, C, and D. You have planned the time, their tasks, the schedule. Yeah, they are part of the important resources because they are worker, they skill. If their requirement didn't fulfill, if their task haven't completed, then the next team member might not be able to continue to proceed. But however, this worker so busy with other projects, they might drag out the time. Then how? Solution, change resources priority. That means as a project manager, you have to really understand this person who is currently doing project A, B, C, D. Among these 4 project A, B, C, D, which project, the involvement of the staff required the most? Priority. Which one shall be completed first? If yours more important than other project, then shall prioritize yours. Yeah. Or else, if not so important, you might rearrange the resources. You let others staff perform their activity first, and then come back to this particular team member. Next one, replan the project. Sounds easy, but not a good way. Not a good method to solve the problem. Problem evaluation may show some fundamental flaws in the way project has been planned, although embarrassing. But if really everything just mess out, no choice, the project manager has to rework, replan everything. Everything, including all the resources, all the resources, time, budget, hardware, software, stakeholders. No, that's not involved. So all this need to be dependency. I saw your previous project did include this, right? Dependency previous. When you are planning your project, you have to know which activity comes first. Whether start to start, and start to end, or end to start. You know what I'm talking about? To start means both activity at the same time. Okay, you can plan both activity at the same time. Or maybe end to start, the previous activity has to complete it first, then only the second activity can be started. So you have to really understand the task dependency, plan it very well at the beginning, before the work starts. Need to note, while new plans remove problem of old plan, may introduce new risk higher. So hard, right? You encounter a problem. Now you replan. After replan, your problem solved. But another risk could be happen. Yeah, could be occur. So full with the challenges. Next one, change the phasing of deliverables. What is this about? Okay, from here you may consider whether your work show what is that? You may consider working sequentially or parallelly. It can, instead of working by sequence, can it be worked together to reduce the time? If time is your constraint, then you might think of this parallel or sequential. Is up to how you want to justify. Next one, decreasing the numbers of inspections. What is this about? Only if inspections are covering an acceptably low numbers of defects, else problem will arise later and doesn't have any possible effect. So every time when you do inspections or assessment, is actually there are pros and cons. If let's say the current performance, most of the time assessment no problem, yeah, everything working on time. Previously you check maybe once a month, assessment or inspection 1 month, for few months consecutively, no problem. Then following months you might make it longer duration, 3-4 months once, reduce your workload also. Because every time when you check, actually when you are, the purpose of assessment is you want to make sure your deliverables is in line. If not in line, then you have to go back to the previous step and redo again, right? Identify problem and then redo the whole process. If all the time no problem, then the staff might focusing on deliver a larger portions of outcome after few months. Any question on this? Decrease numbers of inspections.
So
No one?
less inspection means they less stress or something.
That could be, the more you inspect, the more assessment, like the more supervision. People, they are tending to, they will, every month, if let's say your inspection every month, so every month they have to prepare the deliverables every month. They are putting effort. If you keep on monitoring, keep on inspection, sometimes delay the project. Do you know why?
Waste time, the thing.
Delay project. If you, yeah, wasting time and you increase number of inspection. If let's say the product less satisfactory, not satisfied. If the intermediate deliverables not satisfied, so it means that you have to redo, then time taken. If you try members, all the while no problem, then you don't have to increase the number of inspections. But of course, they are advantage. Yeah, they are advantage, because the earlier you discover, the earlier you can rectify or solve the errors. So it depends on, are you looking for this, or you are more concerning on this? There are pros and cons. This one shocked I just now. How to encourage teamwork? Shak, other than dinner, what else you can encourage them?
Give them bonus.
Yeah, a long duration. Yes, correct. Project fatigue. Yeah. Long duration project. Definitely, all the team members sometimes too exhausted. Low productivity. And when you see sometimes they start absent with excuses, admit to take note, resignation, complain, all these are symptoms already. Okay, all these are symptoms. So what action may include? As a project manager, refocusing on team's achievement to rekindle enthusiasm. So mean have to think away how to make them feel excited with the project again. Social event, like what Chuck said, dinner together, team building exercise, team building workshop or some sort where required the team member working together so that they can meet each other, the teamwork. Yeah. Redistribute work to provide development opportunity, reduce the size of deliverables. Here, this part, incentive with a bonus. So depending on the organization's financial incentive, bonus, bonus can be here. What else? Other than a time off, recognition, bonus. You might think of now we have this project. I want to have a small competition. Let's say your project, you split to different component. Project A, you split to different sub project. Now you want to you want to motivate them. So you will see performance of each sub project or component, which little or sub project perform better, then you give them, let's say, more bonus or some other compliment. This is good. They feel happy and they will work harder. But also not good when comparing each other. Yeah, they are working at the same project. Is it a different component, but they will feel competitive to each other. They might not work as a team. Okay, this is what I mean. For multiple team, inter-team competition can be considered, but must practice with care. This one. Subcontract. What's the term we use? Subcontract. My line still good. Another device disconnected already. Contract. What is other term? Okay, I just saw your. Wow, so nice, this incentive. So this boss spend breakfast. This team or another project manager spend dinner. So nice, working under your company. Russell extra leave. Yeah, I wish I have to motivate. Good. Any pros and cons? Pros, we know. Cons, extra leave. How many days extra? Or some other related expert? Some other related. Provide incentive, yes. Incentive, yes. Not just salary, yes. So when you justify your answer, incentive, then you need to explain what kind of incentive. The clearer, the stronger your point, more marks you earn. Yeah, that's why I say this course, I'm not sure you all, but I think this course, I like this course where students no need memorizing, they just need to apply what they understand and how you solve the problem. From there, we can see if you understand very well the way how you think solve problem. So the answer can be million answer, not just stick to one answer. Subcontracting. Come back to our question here. What's the other term we use here? Subcontracting start with O. Further dividing tasks. Keyword is here. May we consider subcontracting out the task to those with spacious queues? What other term we use to represent subcontracting? Yes, correct. Shark. Outsourcing. So many companies do that. Yeah, even government agency, they also outsource their IT department to assign another IT expert company to maintain their system. So project manager might consider outsource. Okay, they might consider outsource to those who have a spacious queue and facility. Your project or you lack of a designer, then you will outsource a designer. But the responsibility is still the same. Project manager still the same. You still need to plan. It's just that you don't have to worry their skills. They already expert enough. You need to consider the cost. Yeah, you need to consider the cost and also their time availability. If quality, for sure, no problem. They are expert, outsource. Only these two. Make sure the contractor work to the required standard. Yeah, you outsource them, but also you have to monitor. Negotiating changes in the specification. So when all else fail, may negotiate change the specification. Could be the original objective too ambitious. Yeah. Nobody knows whether our objective works or not until the time you are working on it. We plan nicely, seems no problem, but afterward, after a few months later, my objective too, too ambitious. You are setting your expectation too high. Not achievable. At the beginning, no problem, seems achievable, but when you're working on it, cannot. So too ambitious, then you have to change the spec. So same goes to your project. So now you are suggesting your objective tomorrow. Right? I'm the stakeholder tomorrow. You're suggesting. So when you're doing your work slowly and then you found that, oh, not achievable, too ambitious, then you can change, of course, but not too far away or else you have to replan everything. Not usually well received, but better than fail the project totally. Yeah, better than fail the project. Change spec, some of the components still workable, rather than everything cannot perform in line. Okay, next one. Next slide. We still have one more slide. Oops, this is the last one already. So all 14 done. Any questions? Let me look at the chat box. Cost monitoring, only 4 slides. So far, no question. 3:30. So fast, 1 hour already. I thought 30 minutes, but 1 hour. Okay, I will continue 4 more slides, then we take a short break. Cost monitoring. Provide indication. We have to understand what is in our plan. We know that how much is our budgeted cost, our estimated cost. After that, we also need to monitor based on how much work we have done and what actually cost that has been used up. So that is an indicator to show whether everything working within the budgeted cost or not. A project might be on time, but only because more money has to spend on activity than original budgeted. This sentence clear. Next one, we will look at the method, cumulative expenditure charts. You don't have to draw this in any tutorial or test, it's just for your understanding only. So here we have a planned cost and actual cost. Planned cost means your estimated cost use. We plan, this is the amount that we has to use upon completion of project. Estimated costs. Actual cost could be here or could be here, not necessarily here, but also could be here on top. Next one, we look at EV. EV stand for earn value. This one need to understand very well. Question number 4, tutorial 2. EV, please highlight. EV, earn value. And another one, plan value. Okay, PV and also EV. So I will start with a PV. I will start with PV. I give you example. So at the beginning of the project, my plan value. So one whole project, I might have an activity A, B, C, D, and so on. So my plan value is the estimated cost. If you want to remember, you remember this is your estimated cost or your budgeted cost. Okay, estimated or budget. How much is your budget? Right, your estimated cost. Yeah, based on your work plan. Okay, plan, your PV. So let's say your estimated cost after activity A, your estimated cost here, you estimate 10,000. You estimate you need to spend this for this activity. So after that, after a few months later, your completion. Okay, your completion is 50%. So your earn value, what is earn value here? Earn value here means the actual amounts or benefits that you get based on your completion. So 50% means your earn value would be only 5,000. Okay. All right, so far. If haven't understand, no problem, because we have our following example. That one I will go in further later after a short break. So at the moment, understand PV, EV, right? PV, EV. So this EV analysis, there are few techniques. Can use this technique over 100, this one, or based on a percentage. Different technique use. Right? Next slide. Earn value analysis after the short break. Break. We come back after 15 minutes and continue with this slide 53. All right, no problem. No
Okay.
problem. Okay, thank you. See you then. Let's come back to the class. Everyone here?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Good. Thank you, Kelvin. Where's your little hand here? Yeah. Thank you for your feedback, Farrell, Noel, some more. Nathan, Ivan, Ian. Yeah. Some more. Who else? How many here? This is a tea break time. What do you have? What are you having now? Coffee, bread, pisang goreng, nasi lemak. Tea break time. 13 of you. 2 students missing. Wow, KFC Vero. Ah. That is your lunch? Lunch or tea break? Tea break, KFC. Oh. So means wake up late, huh? But you have your morning class, right, just now? Top coffee only morning. Can also, nighttime also can drink if you want. My lunch. But depends, some people say drink coffee, you might feel alert, not suitable to be drink nighttime, but depends. But I'm not really on coffee. Once in a while. Who is a missing student here? I didn't ask you to turn on camera just now, right? Missing student. Missing student is. Did Solomon, was Solomon here just now? I didn't notice just now. No, so mean absent, right? Absent, huh? Okay. Later I will put absent. What's wrong with Solomon? Our lesson today important. No idea. Group member? Solomon's group member? Any idea why Solomon absent? No idea. Class rep, any idea why Solomon absent? Called twice. Okay. All right, so later I will take absent. You sure, right? If attendance less than 80% has to be barred from sitting final exam. Let's continue our slide here. Step number 1, earn value analysis. Baseline budget. Example, plan value created based on the project plan. So baseline budget here, baseline budget is estimated project costs. Then which we need to start with. We need to plan at the beginning of the project. This example talk about work day, number of days, not money. Forecast growth may be measured in monetary value. Yeah, but in this example, they are talking about work days. After that, they uses this technique. So completion is based on 100%. Okay, you don't have to worry too much on this, because the actual examples is something like this. Later I show you. Usually we look at the percentage of completion. So next one, step number 2. Monitor the earned value. After baseline budget, next task is to monitor the EV, earn value. Okay, just now we talked about PV, right? Plan value. And then after that, we will use plan value, multiply the completion percentage to get the EV, to get the earn value. This is the amount of works of the project. This is our cost, right? Budgeted cost or estimated cost. How many percent completion? Then we will value it up using calculation PV multiply percentage. We get earn value. So next one, actual cost. Actual cost here is an actual budget. Yeah, actual cost is a actual budget. So we have a further explanation here. Plan value, estimated value of work to be done. EV, estimated value of work actually completed based on percentage in our example. Of course, not only percentage, depends on which technique they use. Actual cost incur for the work completed. So BAC, budget at completion, total project effort budget. There's a formula we'll need to apply on this later. Next one, got formula here. Step number 3, compute performance statistics. So we look at all these name here. Schedule variance, cost variance. These two need to understand. Schedule variance, cost variance. What is the purpose of a schedule variance? How to count the schedule variance? Use the earn value. Okay, use the earn value. Okay, just now we have PV multiply the percentage completion, then we get earn value. Earn value minus the, what is this? Earn value minus the plan value. Okay, the example here in the graph, I worry later the more you see the graph, the more you confuse. So we look at here. Where is earn value? Here. Oops. This is earn value. PV. This is PV. Where is the differences? Differences is here. Variance. Schedule variance. Okay, listen here. If let's say, so now the formula is EV minus PV. The earn value, if the earn value greater than plan value, then means schedule is, the work is within the schedule. If earn value greater than plan value, the work done is within the schedule. However, if let's say the earn value lesser than what is the estimated cost or budgeted cost, then you will get negative value, right? Negative value means your work now is behind the schedule. Any questions so far? No question, quite straightforward, right? So this schedule variant, the differences, we have to look at the value. We don't bother what is the amount, but we look at the symbol. whether you get positive or negative. Yeah. If you get negative, then means schedule behind. Yeah, behind schedule. So cost variance also the same. Cost variance is here. Okay, the cost variance is another one. Here, this is a, hang on, this is a cost variance here. Okay, cost variance. How to find this cost variance? EV and also SE. So this one and also this. These two. Compare these two. If the earned value greater than the actual cost, means the cost within. Yeah, not over budget, within the cost. If let's say the EV, your earned value lesser than the actual cost, you will get negative number. So mean that the cost you are spending is actually exceeded what you plan. This is what they mean. They use a formula to measure. So variance at completion. Use BSC minus EAC. So differences, variance here mean differences at completion. BSC minus EAC. So what is a BSC here? BSC here stands for budget at completion. Do they have it here? BSC. Maybe I write it down for you. So BSC, this one means budget at completion. So ESC here means estimates at completion. Okay, ESC and also BSC. The next one. So when we want to do forecasting, yeah. So this one is about when we do all these calculations, is before completion. Yeah, we do those calculation when our work halfway, something like this, halfway. So by here we can count those. We can use EVM, earned value management technique. So if we want to forecast future, we use this as a listed formula here. So far, I saw 2 sets of partial question. I didn't see the calculation part. So far, 2 sets, last 2 sets, but previous, before that, I'm not sure. But tutorial, yes, we have. The formula, please highlight for your own reference. But I don't think this will be an issue since coming one open book. Even if calculations, you still can do. All are provided here. So okay, come back to here. So what is ESC again? Estimate at completion, right? ETC estimate to completion. So if you are in, hang on, okay. This one, this ETC is here, SC plus ETC. This ETC is this. Yeah, expansion. ETC means BSC minus EV. If you print out or you have your copy, you always can label on what is EAC, AC. Because now maybe you're still confused what is AC. Actual cost or estimated completion. You write all the full name here. So what is CPI? What is this? Something new, this one, CPI. In text. Okay, sorry, CPI stand for cost, performance, in text. Okay, CPI stand for cost, performance, in text. In text is something like ratio, NISPA. So we use this, the purpose mainly, we want to know the cost efficiency, the project's cost efficiency. Yeah, we use EPI to measure projects' cost efficiency. Next one, we look at exercise. Understand all those formula and then we see how to apply formula. Okay, listen this carefully. We have a similar question in the tutorial. So you are now in 9 months. So here, please highlight you are now in 9 months. So highlight 9 months. Out of 20 months. So this project in total is 9 months. Have to read as of today, you spend this amount. You need to provide data to the project sponsor specifying whether you are making a loss or profit. So we need to do some calculation, whether from our budget cost, estimated cost, completion percentage, apply those formula. From there, we can find out whether our expenditure, our spending is within our cost range or not. So now we use EVM. Okay, we use EVM technique to provide sponsor with this information. All right, so now everyone ready your pen and a pencil, a paper. Oops. I need to find a way to write down. First of all, 9 months. 9 months from where to where? Can you count for me? 9 months cover how many deliverables?
4.
4, yes. So 9 months cover 1, 2, 3, 4 here until here. So 2, 5, 9 months. So 9 months will be this cost. Okay, 9 months this cost. So what is the AC? What is the actual cost spent here? Actual cost spent this amount. Okay, 198. Can I write here? So 198. This is AC. Actual cost spent. Because here listed you have spent. So this is the actual amount I spent. Can so far? Actual amount we spent. So now we come out our formula. So what is PV here? PV What is the definition of PV? First, we need to find out this PV. What PV stand for? Anyone remember? PV stand for your
And value.
let me see. Plan value. So mean your estimated cost. Your budget cost for 9 months. Your budget cost for 5 months. So PV plan value also means budgeted cost or estimated cost. Okay, plan value also mean your estimated cost. So what is the total here? Quickly calculator. Find out what is the total cost there for 9 months.
204K.
Okay, good. So this one from here to here, 204. 204. Should I write K? 204K lah. Okay, 204K. So this is the PV. Okay, I put here PV. Any question? This PV? We go slow first. No problem to find the plan value for 9 months. So now we have PV. We need to find EV. We need to find earn value. So just now we already find PV. Next, we need to find EV. We need to find EV. So how to find EV? So now we have to look at for how much work that you have done. You look at the schedule. How many deliverables shall we include in? Can you guess? How many deliverables shall we include in when we want to count earn value? What is earn value? You need to understand. Yeah, definitions of earn value is amount of work has completed. Yeah, amount of work has completed. And no, let me rephrase. EV here means what is the actually benefit based on percentage work. Okay, student just now, turn on.
4.
4. Any more answer? Any more answer?
F. A, B, C, D, E, F.
F.
6.
A, B, C, D, E, F. Any more answer? Or maybe A, B, C, D, E, F, M, N, O, until O. Anyone answers until O? All right. Earn value here is the actual benefits based on your percentage of completion. Percentage of completion. So EV we shall include 1. Oops, not highlight. EV we shall include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We already started our work here. Okay, we already started our work. I will know you will ask, Miss, but here say 9 months. Yeah? For 9 months,
So as
we
as long
spend
as
this amount.
so as long as not 0%, we need to count.
Yes, for EV, for EV. Bukan PV, you have to take note PV, EV different. So PV, plan cost on which month? 9 months. Plan cost PV on 9 months. But earn value, our effort, earn value, how much we, how much work we have done need to be counted in. Okay, we need to count all our efforts. So we already done up to F. So mean when count EV, we need to include until F. Anyone strongly disagree? No, everyone agree. Since since you have your effort already, for sure you want to count in. So how to count the what is it? The EV formula here is use your this one PV multiply. You will get 70K. So this one you will get 70K. Right? You times in. And then this one you times also, times also, times also, times also, and times. So you calculate all this. How much in total AV? Not AV, sorry, EV. Calculator. You may type in the chat box if you want. Let me check the message there. Until all can count to. Yeah. Kevin, true also until all can count, but all are zero. Means our effort zero. Count, but zero. Still yet to count. 170,370. Everybody agree EV is 170,370. So EV equals to 70K multiply 100% plus 27K multiply 85% until finish. You will get 170,370. Who didn't get this? 170,370. Everyone get the same value? How do I know if you get the same value? Raise your hand if you get the same value. 170,370 EV. Yeah, earn value is you have to count in all your effort as long as your work started already has percentage and you have to count in all are your effort. Everybody raise hand. There's still 4 students not chat. Please ask if you can't get it correct. 12 students. Elvin in or not? Daniel in? Counting. Elvin, it's time to change your calculator. Still counting. Daniel in. 12. Okay. 12. 2 more students. Elvin and Pharaoh. Do you get the answer? Yes. 13. Who is the last one just now? Wong. How come Wong this time slow a bit? Wong. Cepat sikit count. So next one. So we have done PV and also EV. Not yet finished. We still need to find. You see, you need to inform the project sponsor whether loss or profit. So we need to find 2 more, which is SV and also CV. Okay, we need to find SV and CV. SV, the answer, we want to know whether behind schedule or within schedule. CV, we want to know whether over budget or within budget. Do we have formula just now? SV and CV? Do we have formula just now? Yeah, already in. EV, PV AV, we has all this answer already. EV, PV, AV, we already has the answer. So please substitute in and tell me what is the result. Okay, apply in the formula here. Any question or you're counting? Okay, you may type your answer in the chat box. So I saw Ian's answer. SV, negative 33 something. How about CV? Okay, for those who are not so sure, so EV, we have 170. Okay, and then minus our PV. So we get negative 33,630. So value is negative. So means our project now is behind the schedule. Right, behind schedule. So for CV, our formula EV minus AC. What is EV? Again, same here. Minus AC would be 198. You can put K if you want, no problem at all. So here you would get what is the answer. Let me check. 27,630. Correct. So negative 27,630. So this is over budget. So now you can report it to your project sponsor. Currently, we are behind schedule and over budget. Once they know the status, so they have to be more alert on the following. Have to speed up a bit and then make sure will not be over budget too much. There's still some more others activities here. That's all for this exercise. Any question? So most important, you get, okay, thank you, thank you, Noel. PV, you need to know PV, AC, and then from PV, AC, you will find EV, step 1, step 2, step 3, and then this is step number 4. That's all this question, just a simple calculation, right? Okay, is it Noel just now? No problem, No, call twice, No, not this. Raise already. Done. Can I proceed? So all of you has confidence now. Answer tutorial question number 4. Not yet. Haven't seen the question. Later. Can I proceed, everyone? Can proceed. Good. So next one we look at, this one can be very fast already. Waterflow model. Waterfall model. So basic concept, some like sequential model. Okay, some like sequential model. These have to be completed before go to the next one. So advantages can be a milestone. Manager can review project progress. But disadvantage is if the project with uncertainty. Okay, why you need to know this software model? Because also quite often being asked. They will give you a scenario and then you need to suggest which software model is suitable to the company. So you need to understand all the feature. If let's say the company, the current situation, uncertainty, here resources could be changed. Then they need to consider this might not be suitable. Yeah? Unless everything are clear, requirement clear, resources clear, everything clear, then you might consider waterfall. So or else, please choose others. All right, this is about waterflow. If you have question, please ask. I just make it brief since you learned this before. Okay, prototype. This one prototype built, tested, and then might need to rework if necessary. They have a evolutionary, and also the draw away. You cover these two, right? So this one for the first evolutionary working model of the information system ready for implementation. So the first portion will be viewed through first. If no problem, then they might proceed to the next. Yeah, the developer, they will construct the first prototype first. They show it to the customer. If they receive no specific or any changes, feedback from the customer, then the subsequent prototype will be produced until finished product. Throw away product, the module will eventually being throw away, mean discarded, rather than becoming part of the final deliver software. So there's different here. Listed advantages and disadvantages. We'll go through this one. So this will be useful compared to waterfall just now. This prototype is suitable for cases when with uncertainties. User requirements are uncertain, so they can consider. Once they develop prototype, they ask first, yeah, is it any feedback, any problem? If no, then they will proceed. Next one. All this you learn, advantages and disadvantages. Chat box. Yes, okay. So I will just proceed since you already covered good. So I can save our time here today. So next one, we look at rapid applications development. This is an agile software development approach where the system can be modularized and deliver in an incremental manner. You see, component. Each team will take up major function, component to become accomplished within 3 months, and then integrate them together. So this is an extremely short development cycle. If they have a shorter time, then would prefer this. Here listed the process. Okay, this one already done. Drawback also already learned. Incremental model, just like the name, linear sequential model plus prototyping. So deliver software in small but usable pieces called increment, slowly from small to bigger portion. This is a diagram. So the requirements will be divided to multiple standalone modules here. Okay, and then they will be integrated later. Slowly increase. Spiral, greater level of details. What else? System to be implemented in consider more detail. Loop or spiral. You have an image here, spiral, this one. So this model usually suitable for large, expensive, and also complicated project. You look at the advantages and disadvantages. There are 6 task regions. So this one also I will skip since already learned before. Okay, next one. Component base. This one haven't. You look at the definition here. Incorporate many of the characteristics of the spiral modules. Right, next one. It is evolutional in nature. What is evolutional here? What is evolutional here? Remember just now, evolutional prototype? Still remember what is evolutional? From one component, and then we use up to be portion or part of the final deliverables. So this is also iterations. Composes applications from a pre-packaged software component called classes. So in general, for this one, component-based development, the idea behind the CBD is they will integrate the related parts and then reuse them. The keyword is here, integrate the related parts, reuse them. So these integrated parts, they call it components. When they reuse, mean they are saving time. Saving time for the following stages. This is component based. Summarize. This one important. Yeah? Summarize all. If you have a higher budget, you might consider this, this, and this. If user requirement well defined, no, without any uncertainty, then you might consider Waterflow, RAD, incremental, component based. So this summary table only for reference. There are no exactly right or no exactly wrong answer. Yeah, you won't get 0 marks. You, based on the answer, you need to justify whether suitable or not. They won't say this one totally cannot, this one totally can. No, still can from different aspects. So you need to make a correct or valid argument. That's all from chapter number 2. I'm happy today 4:30 we finished. We finished chapter 2. 2 minutes. Let's look at our tutorial. 2 minutes time here. Aduh, so slow. Tutorial. Okay, tutorial was there. So tomorrow morning, me again, your class, 9 o'clock class. Six students, please hurry up. Hey, here. Tutorial 2. Tutorial 1, tutorial 2. The question 2, look at question 2. Consider all kind of all the software process model. Propose one, whether RAD or spiral model. So you look at here, duration is a 24 months, and keyword, high budget project. User requirement uncertain. This is a keyword. Okay, and then field departmental manager, highly involved. They are committed. Yeah, they are committed to the project. The scale is large. However, the team member not so familiar with the new technology. All these are keywords. All these are conditions. You have to consider all these. Okay, you highlight those, and then you see which one more suitable. If you suggest RAD, you please justify. Justify come from here. Because of this is, I will suggest this more suitable. Because of this reason, I will suggest this more. All right, question 2, this one. Is it possible? Both answer, yeah, could be this, but you need to suggest only one. Both also acceptable. Depends how's your argument. Question number 3, corrective action. We have a 14 just now, corrective action. You see, after 10 months, the team now start slowing down already, demotivated. So Shark say, belanja makan, breakfast, one dinner. After that, you try to motivate them, but you have to take note here. You try to motivate them, you give them training, give them incentive, reduce workload, reassign tasks. Wow, so many things. Encourage team, increase supervision. You look at line number 2. They feel demotivated, although all of the team members are senior and expert in their profession. Here is keyword. This one you already done. So number 3A, you have to identify one action should not apply. So I mean from here, which one not suitable to be applied to this team? After that, suggest another 2 more. Please prepare your answer in the Google Doc. Number 4, this one will be no problem. EV, SV, CV. After you do calculation, have to propose one corrective action to ensure project success. That's all, tutorial 2. Any question, tutorial 2? Questions on questions. So far, no. Thank you, no. Always responsive. Yeah, rather than you put in here, no, I will prefer you turn on your microphone. How about others? Fall asleep already, Elwin, with 2 devices. Where are you, Elwin? No. Other student? No, no, no. Are you working your project? So tomorrow we have first round, 15 minutes each. Scope. Oh no, you only need to present this part. Yeah, only need to present this part. However, you can start working on this already. Yeah, boleh buat sudah, already covered. You don't have to, you can do this one and this one. Stakeholder assumption. This one also last time you did include in the project. I saw one of the group has this. Dependency also already in last round. So you can do this one already. This one also. Formal attire, yeah. Half formal on top only. Can only see your top. someone the project background about, you can explain a little. What is project background? This one, you can explain your You can explain your company a little bit, but not need too much. You have to divide. This one and this don't overlap.
So
History
means
a
like
little bit.
project description is more to like current status lah. Then background is the company background like that.
Yeah, can. They are not wrong. Can, boleh. No problem. If you want to put it, history here, company here, then you might put your project's relevance content here. Which one more suitable to your content? See your content, which one more suitable?
So if my group we have a bit of about the company, then do we need to transfer it from the project description to the background card?
One more time, your question.
So say like we have a short section where we like not explain but we just define like what's the company like what they do like that. So do we need to transfer from the project description down to the project background there?
You mean presentation or your reports?
Report.
Report. If you already here, then this one no need already.
Or then
Don't redundant.
so
I would
background
prefer your company. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
that means-
So I will prefer first round would the company one you put here. Okay, your company one you put here, and then others you want to put in detail and related to the anything related to this and this. Okay. Sorry, you see, this is the marks allocated, but when you look at the question, assignment question, practical assignment question. Hang on, let me show the assignment question here. You don't have to arrange your written report like the one in the rubric, no need. You can you have this list. Okay, you have this list. You don't have to arrange according to the rubric. You depends on you how you want to group them or align them. No problem.
So it means that we can put the description and background as the first part, because it's a bit weird if I put, let's say, like either the project background or like the current status, because it directly links to our goals and objectives to the next section. But so if I split them into two parts, and then one part is at the not the end, but later on the later parts, it's a bit weird, clunky a bit. So can we just do something like the fourth one? We just do stakeholders. Is it okay? If I
the fourth one.
Which is the project background and stakeholders. We'll be only mentioning the stakeholders only. Can
this one? This one?
Yeah. The fourth section or chapter, the project background and stakeholders.
Fourth chapter. Your assignment, your written reports content, right? That one I leave it to you how you want to arrange the content.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the marks allocation is like this. This will be counted as one. This will be counted as one.
Okay. So can I ask in advance, if say like next week's presentation, if I present both the description and background for tomorrow, then the next week presentation, do we need to touch again on the background?
A little bit enough. Yeah, so that
just
to refresh
recap back
us.
we kept something like
Yeah.
recap lah. Oh, all right.
Yes,
All right.
correct. Okay, this one can do already. This part also you all can do. This one, organization, governance. This is chapter number 1. This one, chapter 1 and 2. This one, organization, governance, is your organization. You can put in your organization hierarchy, your jobs, not say job description, your assigned jobs title, your hierarchy. If you want to expand what is your task, briefly, can, no problem. Yeah, I saw previous report, you all did include the sources, resources, that one you can put here. Okay, you can put here. But you want to, yeah.
Is the organization about the company or is it the project?
The organization about the company or about the project. Project.
Okay.
Yeah, project. Okay, you need to in-depth analysis, sound justification, able to provide sound justification, good at justification. So all this can do already. Yeah. Please find more resources if you are not sure what else you can put it in. Okay, my main point is here. Your main reference is lecture notes. Look at the lecture note. What are the proper content should be in? Okay, our syllabus scope, based on our syllabus scope. Online resources good to top up. If let's say lecture note too brief, you are not so understanding, you top up the online resources knowledge. Please don't include those which is not in our syllabus and also not cover here. Here didn't mention, you add, but no marks on. You do extra, but your core content must be in. Do you understand? Like previously, you all insert like requirement, those requirement, that one not in here. But you can capture, you can take out a little bit content, expand it in your, you can apply it. It actually sounds relevant to your scope. You have your previous project requirements, remember? A bit relevant, but not exactly the same. You take it as reference. You take the previous report as a reference. But please don't amend from there. If you amend from there, I don't think relevant. Okay, like assumption, you have your previous example also. Then you need to amend it, apply to your current company. Okay, this one can do already. These 3 boleh buat sudah already covered. Okay, can do already. Your table of content, I will leave it to you how you want to arrange. Like just now I mentioned. If you think this one suit to this, and then you go, you just arrange. As long as all this must in the reports. So now left out only this part, individual, this part, individual. Microsoft project listed in practical 2. Mean for tomorrow, for week 2, you all shall start your Gantt chart. We will not use our time, our practical time to do this one. Because this is also part of your assignment. But if you have question, you can ask. This is our guideline. We plan for you. We plan for you. This week you shall have this. Next week you shall have this. And then until week 7, week 6, your project done already. Now oral presentation. So we are planning the practical referring to your assignment. All right, so week 2 should have Gantt chart, all this start and this subtask scale. I think this one should not be a problem. Similar to your previous project, you have all in already. It's just that only this part lah, the tasks. When you want to start and end, what are the subtasks? Any
Miss,
question?
can upload this one?
Upload this one, practical.
Yeah.
Practical. Bukan
Yeah.
ada sini kah? Practical. Tu? Practical question? I don't. Here.
Oh,
Tu,
okay.
practical. All in here. Yeah. Some more? Anything else you all need? Answer I cannot provide. Yeah, you do the answer. I provide you resources.
I'm sorry, Miss. Is the Microsoft project individual or group already?
It's a group.
Group. Oh, okay.
It's a group. Here, this part. Okay, this one. Correct project information. Software project model. So your subtask, please refer software process. Choose which software model you choose. Previous report. I don't really go through, but overall lah. Most of the content you all just take the steps from the notes, and then you all expand what is the step, but not really relate to the project. So we learn the corrective action, right? Yeah, we learn the corrective action. So when you choose the software model, please consider corrective action. Use that to support this process model. Okay, so now this SEM we top up a little bit. Last SEM you have the knowledge. This SEM then you have to justify why you choose this model. What reason is it? The current company full with uncertainty. You can write assumption, but not too many, please. Not too many, please. Write the necessary. Okay, allocated resources. This is a group. Any more questions? Please ask again. This is individual, quality plan. Initial, this is individual. Any more question? Tired already, 5 o'clock. Noel, no question. So far, no. Thank you, Noel. Always give feedback. If no, then I will see you after how many hours? Let me count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 15 minutes, I will see you again. Bye. See you tomorrow morning.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.